backward in the first race of this session and desperately needed to make up for that missed joke lap in Q1. We were told by the team it might be due to an issue with his radio. So backward out front on a bit of a flyer, but it didn't go his way this time either. He picked up a front right puncture very early on and then had to push like hell to try and make up the time on the rest of the track. Lucky that some of the gravel corners were in his favour in the right direction, but it wasn't going to be a fast time for the Focus RS-RX. The same couldn't be said for his teammate Ken Block. Ken Block got the whole shot down into turn one in the sister car to backward. No punctures for Ken. He was told on the radio of exactly where backward had picked his up. The American driver, the Hoonigan himself, held on out front with a tiny drive. Even after the joke lap merge, Ken was still out front and he was still there when the checkered flag fell. On to the 5-car encounters Timozyanov on the inside on the standard lap. Nitish diving into the joke lap. This was Gronholm having a look up the inside, but not quite aggressive enough, and he has to slot into P3. Behind Scheider as well, I think it was, on the first lap. The dust really thick here compared to the thick mud last year. Timozyanov monster in the curves on his way around towards the end of the lap. Joker lap at the end of the race, and it was going to be between Timmer and Nitish. Nitish slotted in and shut the door. That meant that he would take P2, but the Russian driver took the win. Heikkinen with the red roof in the EKS RX car there, looking like he wanted to go to the standard lap, but changed his mind when he realised it wasn't going to be favourable. He slots in to the Joker lap. Guy Wilkes following them in P3. Out front, it was Kevin Eriksson leading. Really tough for these guys. You can see the visibility for our cameras is pretty similar when you're in the car. Timmy Hansen feeling he's been held up by Heikkinen. Watch this. He goes for a move up the inside on the tarmac. He's brave and late on the brakes, but he gets it done. It's clean. Heikkinen sees him just in time. A little bit of bodywork flies up. You could argue he maybe lost more time than making the pass than he would have done if he followed him round to the flag, but either way, he did get through, proving you can overtake on this tight and twisty track at Montalegre. On to the last race of Q2. Pretty even start. Power managed to drop back on the run down to turn one. And you can see here that they've chosen tactics for Kristoffersson and Solberg. Solberg went into the joke lap. Ekstrom, look at this on the inside, gives him a good hard push on the round. Solberg comes back and clatters him again off the curbs. That's where he hit his teammate Kristoffersson last year. That was holding them up. You can actually hear the Portuguese crowd going mad for that. They love a good race here. Kristoffersson out front and Sebastian Loeb chasing him. Going to come down to the merge, and watch how committed you have to be at the merge if you want to take a place. Solberg shuts the door. Loeb, my goodness me, swinging out in front of Ekstrom. No one could get near Kristoffersson. He took his second qualifying session win of the day with his teammate Solberg right behind him. The VW's then looking very dangerous indeed. Johan Kristoffersson from Petter Solberg. This is after Q2, remember. Then Sebastian Loeb, Kevin Eriksson, Ekstrom, Kevin Hansen, Timozyanov and Janis Baumanis, the teammates in 7th and 8th. Scheider is in at the minute, Nitish as well. Timmy Hansen, Niklas Gronholm, that's a good performance by him. Heikkinen, Wilkes and Block will want to improve on that in tomorrow's sessions if they want to make the semi-finals. And backward, an absolute disaster. Is this going to affect his championship aspirations?